Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we're going to talk about how to create a tile. And if you don't know what a tile is, you're about to learn. So this particular feature is hiding in your start menu. Your start menu is located in the bottom left of your screen where your start button is. You can also press the Windows key on your keyboard, which is between, it's on the same level as your space bar, and it's an icon that looks just like this on the key. So when you open your start menu, you'll see your different locations on the left hand side, your app list in the center, and then you may have more or less these colorful bricks here, which are called tiles, on the right hand side. So tiles are essentially shortcuts to programs that you don't have to scroll through the app list to find. So say I wanted to open Microsoft Word. If I didn't have the tile here, I'd have to scroll all the way down to Word, or use the alphabet shortcut, go to W, and then go to Word. But since I have the tile here, all I have to do is click it, and then it'll open up Microsoft Word. So let's show you how to create one of those. So I'm going to click on my start button, and most of the time tiles will be programs that you use most often. So you'll see I have all of my browsers here at the top, and then I have most of Microsoft Office Suite here, and then some tiles for some work projects. But if I wanted to create a tile, it's pretty easy. There's two ways to do it. Say I wanted to put the calculator app here where my browsers are. I can move it around anytime, but since that's an open space I see, all I'd have to do, click and hold down and then drag the app over, and you'll see once I put it in this space here, it creates its own tile. And so once I put it wherever I want it to be, I just let go and it'll create the tile. And that's it. Now if I wanted to remove that because I changed my mind, I would just right click on the tile and choose unpin from start. And then it's gone. So that's way number one, the click and drag. Now if you're not quite steady with your mouse and clicking and dragging is a little bit difficult, you can right click on an app in your app list and find the option that says pin to start, and that'll create a tile. Now it'll put a tile wherever it wants to put it in the next available space, but you can click and drag to move it wherever you want it to go. So if I wanted it up here, I could put it there. So you can rearrange the tiles however you'd like, and you can move them around and create small groups like I've done here. And if you decide you don't need it, you can unpin it. Now you'll notice all of my tiles here are the same size. If I wanted some to be larger or smaller, to see if I could do that, I could right click on the tile to get that menu and go to an option that says resize. Now depending on the app's properties, so things that they've set up in the code for that particular program, you may have more or less options here, usually less because it's only going to go large. You can choose what's there. So wide, we'll do it that way where it'll take up 2 tile spaces, and then I can find another one. You'll see this particular app only has small or medium. If I right click on another one, this one only has small or medium, so I can go small here, and I can probably make this one small and move it up to go here. Let's see if Firefox has any small or medium. Let's go small. I can make all of my browsers small like that if I want to do that. Let's try the ones down here to resize. This one only has small or medium, so you could have 4 of them here if you wanted to do it that way. But that's kind of what you could do if you wanted to fit more tiles here. is change the size of them. I'm gonna go back to medium. But you'll notice only so many apps have so many options here. So if I wanted to make this one large, I could do that and then just move it. So it would take up 4 tile spaces instead of just the normal 1. So that's how you'll create your tile. Now, if you wanted no tiles here, you can do that. There isn't a way to turn that off in the start menu settings. What you'd have to do is go through and unpin every single tile that's listed here if you didn't want tiles. So if you didn't want all of the clutter, but there's no way to turn that off. You can extend your start menu if you want it to be a little bit wider. You could do that. You would just move your mouse here until you get the resizing arrows and then click and drag it over. It may not go so far if it doesn't have anything to put in that space. It may only let it go so wide, but that's an option of what you have in your start menu to create your tiles. All right, that's it for today.